Well, let's start with the first story, a story that we missed. It actually broke when we left the studio Monday. It was an video of Beyonce sitting on this executive's lap talking to Michael Jackson. I'm sure you've seen the video. It was viral everywhere.
All right, here we go. Come on over here. Here, you can do. You want to sit up? You want to make this easier? You can sit on my lap. Michael. Michael. Hi. Okay, we're in. Okay. All right, we're in the studio, and I have Beyonce sitting on my lap, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone to talk to her, and give. Okay, you're shaking. Okay, you ready? Okay, hold on.
Oh no, I'm gonna pass out.
Michael.
Yes, Mark.
Here we go. I have Beyonce here.
Hi.
Hi, Beyonce.
How you doing?
Oh, good. I really appreciate you doing this because we're giving back.
I'm very honored. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
But thank you. Brad Buxer is putting down the track now.
Right here, Michael.
I'm sure you've seen the video. It was viral everywhere. It didn't get the type of negative backlash that I think people wanted. Whoever put the video out, like the people like academics that was resharing it and talking about it. And we'll get to him a little bit later too. But it just didn't go where people wanted it to go because Beyonce was silent. She didn't say shit. Nobody said shit from that camp. How did it make you feel seeing the video? What's your honest reaction of seeing her sit on this man's lap? How did it make you feel when you seen it?
How long ago was it?
I know.
That's the only thing that got me. It's like maybe because I knew what people wanted to get out of it, my reaction was a little bit of the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Just because I had to really, before I could initially just give a raw reaction, I had to put the shit immediately into perspective. One, because like you said, who dropped it? Who's going to prey on this? What is the narrative going to try to spin on this? Now, she was a young girl. You know what I mean? We all did some shit that we wish we could take back. If everybody was filmed doing what they did at 21 and 22, 23, I'm sure that they've had some things that they wish weren't on camera. If she could take it back, I'm sure she would. As a mother now, as a wife now, but let's not act like she was out here whoring either. So I really don't know what to feel about it, man. Like I said, I think that everyone has things in their past that they wish that they could take back. I'm sure if that was a scenario, maybe she would. Do I think that something could have happened with them too? Possibly. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? But that's it. I don't want to judge her based off of that situation, given that she's a legend now, years, decades probably after the fact. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, and people try to kind of spin it like, look what people got to do in the music industry, and look what they slap around, and it just doesn't mean that. It just mean that. I mean, we don't know the nature of the relationship.
Right.
He could have been like a father figure to her, or somebody she was real cool with, or whatever the case. I don't know if she was like sitting on his nuts,
right,
or sitting. We really couldn't tell whether he was sitting on his nuts or sitting on his lap. You know what I'm saying? But the optics of it look crazy, and it's going to give people what they want to try to feed this whole narrative. And I just look at it like, okay, it happened. That's all we have. But why try to feed this narrative? Why are these people so much under attack? Like, what did Beyonce and Jay-Z do to be under attack like they are? And I just think this is success.
It is.
It's a success at the end of the day, because if Jay-Z was a postal worker, Beyonce was working at McDonald's and stuff like that, and maybe she had a song or two, she wasn't as big as she was, and she had a hit, or Jay-Z had a hit or two, nobody would give a fuck.
Nope.
When people coming after them, talking about them like this and being around them, it's just because they balloon to the highest heights that you can balloon to. 2 billionaires. Like, think about how rare that is. 2 black billionaires that got married, that became billionaires while they were married. Like, that shit just don't fucking happen. That probably won't happen for another 50, 60, 100-something years. So they are unicorns. So since people feel like that they can't get there, their jealousy, envy, and the fact that we got a lot of self-hate for each other, it just is what it is, we feel like we need to tear them down to our level, and we want to see them fall so we can gloat, and we can be happy, and we can, feel justified to say, oh, look at you. That shit is fucking sick, man.
You know what that reminded me of? It's crazy because you see a Jay-Z and a Beyonce, right? Obviously 2 people in the entertainment industry that we watch practically grow up from a professional level in front of our eyes. Somebody that we should be able to celebrate and applaud, who made this ridiculous amount of money and this power entity with each other that should be praised and should be put on a positive pedestal, like white people do Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They are the love and talk of the town. You don't hear people talking about, I mean, people may get sick of seeing them, but they're not talked in a negative light. There's not all of this shit brought up. We're not talking about Taylor Swift that she's in the Illuminati or bringing up shit that she did. We're not talking about Kelsey as this. They are celebrated, and they are looked at in a completely different narrative. You said we may not see people reach billionaire status as a couple in a long time, and I immediately went to them, but I said, no, you won't see black couples hit this in a very long time.
Exactly.
And mainly because, and I don't want to say mainly because, but a lot of it is because we as people tear these motherfuckers down so crazy, so bad, that it's almost like they're now villains and we don't care, and they had to get it from some ridiculous sacrificial reason that they got into this position.
And shit. They eating babies, right.
Yeah. But then other people are celebrated in other cultures. It's just very weird. It points to how much we self-hate one another.
But then again, you see that we bigging up, we glorify people like a Sexy Red, a Glorilla, a Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
We glorify these thugs and these hoes and these whores, and people who are the exact opposite of that. The black family and business and all the stuff that they stand for. We attack that. That's a sickness. That's a mental illness. Yeah. That's a sickness that goes to the core of a lot of things that happen. But at the end of the day, why you got to do that shit for? Like, I'm just going to go into this next topic now because it makes sense. This guy, DJ Academics, I seen him reposting Ramirez shit and trying to kind of go with that whole narrative that Jay-Z was a pedophile. Let's just put it out there. Like, he slept with a girl at underage when we was talking about this. How many years ago we did an interview and we brought this shit to light?
At least 5.
But now all of a sudden you jumping on this shit because you got this, imaginary beef with Rock Nation and you keep sucking Drake's dick every fucking day that anything like this infatuation with Rock Nation needs to be studied, dog, every day. And obviously you don't have the power that you think you have because nobody really gives a fuck about it. Everybody's laughing at you, dog. Oh, Rock Nation. Oh, my house is getting swatted. Oh, you got Ramir putting out videos and shit, which I was looking at last night. He reposting shit. Him thanking Nicki Minaj because he's back in the spotlight again.
Yep.
So now you're co-signing Jay-Z sleeping with a young underage woman when you have no fucking proof whatsoever, but a woman that's passed away. Story. Mr. Journalist. Supposed to have 3 sources, you this and you that. So you could probably fucking around and get sued for that shit for real. I don't think Jay-Z going to do it. But it's like, what's going on, dog? Like, that shit is old news. But now it's back. I don't know if you've been on Twitter.
Nah, I haven't. That's not the last few days.
Well, good. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
It's been circulating through Twitter. It got like 500,000 views. Everybody's retweeting it. Everybody's calling Jay-Z this, saying he's that. And because of this dude, and this shit is already dead at the end of the day. Yeah. They done already closed the case. They done already, all this shit's been swept under the rug. They can't come after him no more. But you get this shit light because you got a personal vendetta against Jay-Z because Drake gave you a fucking chain. Like, come on, what other reason could it be, dog? That shit didn't start until Drake put you up under his wing like a bitch, gave you a chain, and acknowledged you. Now all of a sudden there's this imaginary war with Rock Nation. And I don't even give even if Rock Nation's doing shit, I don't give a fuck, dog. No, we don't care what the fuck they doing. That shit ain't affecting me.
Right.
I don't care about Rock Nation and fucking Drake like that to be going all hard body and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the shit is just weird, bro, for real. Weird as shit.
You said it. It's this imaginary beef. And Charlamagne called him a Matic. Joe Budden called him a Matic. And it's displaying Matic type of personality traits without question. Because it's almost like this shit is one-sided. It almost reminds me of when the Illuminati started being introduced to the internet. And everybody started watching it, and we started gaining this level of paranoia as if the Illuminati was around everybody, and we can't look at somebody, and we start seeing diamonds and shit everywhere, and we start seeing all this stuff, and we just go into this story mode in our head that things are, and I'm not saying that all of it's not true, but you start creating something in your head that's not reality, and you in this one box, and you by yourself, and you got the world against you, and you in there drinking and doing whatever the case, you making shit up in your head. The dangerous part about that is he has millions of people watching him as he does it. And you got these weird cronies that like to self-hate and like to be in a barrel, just bringing each other down, that he feeds like a fucking, like, I couldn't even talk about it. He just feeds them. They just get hungrier and hungrier for it.
Right.
And he's a part of the problem. Like you said, who gives a shit? I don't know what the situation is between Rock Nation and Drake. That is not my pay grade to give a damn.